here's the project, guys, and as you probably noticed, there's lots and lots of beads to go on here. I'm gonna just run through that there, show you how good I've got them. And this is me just checking all the beads, making sure they're all nice and straight. As you can see, no gaps between the level and the bead, and nice and plumb. So it's one of the harder things to do in plastering, guys, is setting beads. As the plaster, as it tends to set, it wants to swell. It wants to sort of change shape slightly. Also, beads themselves can be slightly bent, so they kind of want to spring and twist out of shape. So if you are sticking on your beads or nailing them on, just double check them again after. Make sure they haven't basically went back into their band shape. And there's also very awkward beads here. Tend to find beads that are back to back very awkward to fit. This one here on the leg. Most times it's plasterboard, you know it's square anyway, and it's nice and level, straight, plumb. You can just go ahead and just tack your bead on, but this one is framed out on the front and then the original plaster on the other side, and it's going to need all filled out, but I'm going to let this bead set off hard first so I don't disturb it. Very important, guys. Again, especially in the kitchen, you want things nice and straight, square and level, so that when the kitchen is fitted, that it works. You know, there's nothing that's going to look wrong, especially if the windows are nice and square and plumb and level and stuff. You want your beads to follow suit, otherwise it's going to look really, really bad when it's all plastered and painted. So again, absolute tons of beads. Just double checking this one again. As I say, it's all going to need filled out again, as the wall's not straight on that end and the plaster's a little soft. So if you do need to change the bead slightly and top it as I did, just make sure you give it a wee trowel up again, and it should hold it in. Just skimming away at the ceiling there, got all the beads set, and then obviously time for the ceiling. Again, the importance of the angles would be the main thing on a ceiling, to make sure they're all nice and straight and clean, and especially clean when you come to do the walls. But a wee bit more back to the actual beads, and the obviously beads and angles are the things that even tradesmen can see if they're right or wrong. You don't have to be a fully qualified plasterer, builder or joiner to know that something doesn't look right. So it's definitely where you want to take your time on the likes of setting your beads and making sure all your angles are nice and straight. Otherwise, like I said, the whole job's not going to look right. It won't even matter if you have it all nice and smooth and flat and polished if the beads are all lying left, right and centre. So definitely a very important part of the job is getting all the preparation done. I always say it, many videos, preparation. But here we are on the ceiling here using the Tyzac trowel. I think it just maybe used it on a patch there recently, and it was just sort of close to hand, and I do tend to grab the trowel that's sometimes close to hand, and rather enjoying this one. Haven't used it in quite some time, but it was well broken for skimming, and as some of you know that watch quite regular, that when I break a trowel in and get it really nice for skimming, I will not use it for rendering or any sand cement work really anymore. I'll just keep it for skimming, and then also probably acrylic render, because you do need a really sharp trowel for acrylic render, as it's very hard to spread and very hard to cut, as when you're taking it back off. So that's kind of the evolution of a plastering trowel for me, is that when I first get one, it's used for everything. Mostly new ones will be mostly used for sand and cement as much as possible, but we'll also maybe coat the ceilings and walls with a new trowel to help try and help further break it in. And then I would maybe grab the likes of this Tizak or my Refina trowel that's lovely broken, nice rounded corners, and it's all curved in the right way and it's very sharp. I would then grab it for finishing up the ceiling. Um, so yeah, and that's the way when a trowel's broken, I just keep it for the skimming. But as you can see, this trowel's leaving very little lines behind it. The plaster is still quite soft. Do have quite a lot of plaster on here as well. Technically got 3 ceilings on. Quite a lot of a big hit. And as you see, it's actually, it's a warm enough day. It's sunny. And do tend to like to keep the arms covered up. I know I'm wearing a jumper here or a hoodie, but I do tend to like to keep the arms covered up, especially when I'm doing ceilings and stuff. Once come down your arm, stick to your hairs. So trying to keep the skin covered up, keep the plaster off it as much as possible. But yeah, just enjoying troweling up, icing up the cake here. It's looking pretty good so far. But yeah, let me know, guys, if there's any specific videos that you are after. Um, I do tend to find that people really love sand and cement videos, rendering, dashing, screen. They just love anything to do with sand and cement. More so than just the skimming type jobs. So I will have some of them coming up in the near future with the house we're building, as the chimney tops need scratched and beaded. Well, when I say beaded, I'm only going to bead around where the lead meets the roof. That'll have a wee plastic stop bead, and then it'll be rubbed up smooth, and then there will be acrylic. So most likely will be at least 3 videos on the chimney tops. There could potentially be 6, as there are 2 different chimneys. One a lot more awkward than the other for getting to and stuff. So that should be fun. We'll definitely need a roof ladder or a ladder jigged up to get access to them. Some scaffold still up around the place, so I'll be able to work off that and things. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that done. Just need some good dry wire, and I'll get on to that.
What we doing live? Echoes in eternity.
A 1, 2, 3.